Former officials revealed NASA's best-kept secret, human-made remnants on the moon. This is what they claim. A few years ago, two NASA officials brought to light and revealed the U.S. government's best-kept secret that had been kept safe for nearly half a century. What they revealed is what many amateur researchers have suspected for many years. The moon has always been a landscape that has been the subject of much speculation, while at the same time teasing the imagination as to what secrets it might really be hiding. And one of them, according to some photos, is that there are already structures of intelligent beings on the surface of the moon, although no one has reached those specific areas to thoroughly explore them and certify or not the existence of these structures. And according to the Russian newspaper Komsomolskaya Pravda, Ken Johnston, former director of the Data and Photo Control Department at NASA's Lunar Receiving Laboratory during the manned lunar Apollo program, and Richard Hoagland, a former NASA consultant, revealed the secret to a conference held by the National Press Center in Washington. Both participated in the Apollo missions. Hoagland, in particular, was in charge of televising the Apollo landings. Johnston confirmed that back then in the 1970s, American astronauts saw and recorded, quote, remains of ancient human constructions, end quote, on the moon, and photographed several of the technology artifacts they spotted on the surface. After the astronauts brought back the images, they were handed over to Johnston, responsible for their preservation. Even though he was ordered to destroy them, he kept them and hid them. Some 40 years later, Johnston made an important decision, and despite the possible cost, took the risk and published these photographs. And at the same time, he accused NASA of editing the corresponding prototypes, of replacing them with fake ones where they artificially erased the specific structures on the moon. Allegedly, all photos considered official were in fact specially edited, and above all, those of the moon landing. Unsurprisingly, skeptics have objected to both of these officials, saying that they have no evidence to back up their claims. Also, regarding the photos presented by the two officials, skeptics claim that these are the fake ones and not the ones that are considered official. Of course, as is usually the case in these cases, the skeptics themselves cannot answer with evidence the simplest questions, such as what happened to packages 698, 699, and 700, where the moon records were kept, which have completely disappeared. Where did they go to? Of course, there is also the version that says that no revelation, no secret was made by anyone. Former officials revealed NASA best kept secret, and according to Hoagland, the astronauts on the mission brought back to Earth many of the artifacts they found and were essentially evidence of extraterrestrial technology or technology from an earlier human cycle that reached the moon long before we did. Anyway, according to his revelations, the extraterrestrial technology they brought from the moon was studied and gradually integrated into ours, while slowly various parts of it were sold to other countries such as Russia, China, India, and Japan. Hoagland clearly states that in addition to the hidden truth about the moon, there's correspondingly enough evidence that presents similar secrets and traces of technology on the red planet Mars. And there are these two guys telling us the truth. It's something we cannot know. Besides, as we have said before, the secret services, for many reasons, we regularly leak to the masses false evidence that proves it to be false, while also dropping real evidence that also proves it to be false. In other words, they keep both the watermelon and the cantaloupe. So this has to do with Dr. Ken Johnston's structures on the moon. This I've translated for you from a Greek article. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.